There's a scene in No Country for Old Men where Anton Chigurh walks into a gas station. He buys nothing, but he threatens the owner with a coin toss. And somehow, you're terrified. And no, it's not because of what he does, but because of how it's framed. You see, the Coen brothers put the camera slightly low, and they also gave him space in that frame, and they let the silence stretch longer than what's comfortable. Now your brain, without any explanation at all, thinks that this man is dangerous. And that's simply not acting, it's writing. That's a language. And today, I want to teach you how to read it. You see, people conflate the word cinematic with aesthetics. Nice colors, soft focus, good camera. But that's not what it is. Cinema, what it truly is a system of communication. Directors use angles, light, space, movement, not to decorate the scene, but tell you how to think. And with that, before the character opens their mouth, or before the music comes in, or before anything happens at all, you feel something. And the reason why most people don't notice it is because it works. It's invisible. You just simply don't think, oh, this low angle, this means that the character must be so intimidating. You just feel threatened, and that's the whole point. I want to walk you through the core vocabulary, the 5 things directors reach out for constantly to shape how you experience the scene. And once you see them, you'll see them everywhere. The first and most simplest one, and probably the most misunderstood one, is camera angle. When the camera looks down at someone, you perceive them as small, vulnerable, like the world has the power over them. But when the camera looks up at someone, they feel dominant, threatening, like they're in control of the whole room. At eye level, it says nothing at all. It's neutral, it's safe, which in film terms usually means boring. Now, think about every villain that you found scary. I'd be willing to bet that the camera spent very little time looking down at them. Now, conversely, think about the characters you felt sorry for. The camera was probably over their head more than you realized. Here's something most people never notice. Where a subject sits in the frame changes how you perceive them as well. When someone is centered, balanced, filling the frame, they feel present, grounded, in control. But when you're pushed to the edge, with a lot of space on the other side, something shifts. That empty space isn't empty. It creates pressure. Your brain scans it, looks for the threat, and it feels the weight of what isn't there. Directors use this when the character is alone, outnumbered, or when the world is too big for them. And when they want you to feel safe again, they center the shot. Same room, same person, but completely different feeling. Here's something most people never notice. Where a subject sits in the frame changes how you perceive them as well. When someone is centered, balanced, filling the frame, they feel present, grounded, in control. But when you're pushed to the edge, with a lot of space on the other side, something shifts. That empty space isn't empty. It creates pressure. Your brain scans it, looks for the threat, and it feels the weight of what isn't there. Directors use this when the character is alone, outnumbered, or when the world is too big for them. And when they want you to feel safe again, they center the shot. Same room, same person, but completely different feeling. When a face is fully lit, flat, and even, there's nothing to hide. It reads as open and sometimes cheap. But when a face has a shadow on one side, there's suddenly depth. There's now mystery. There's now something you don't know about the person. Think about how different directors use this. Fincher lights his characters like they're hiding something, even when they're not. And Spielberg uses warmth to make you trust his heroes instantly. And one of the most powerful lighting choices a director can make is simply what not to show. Because your brain fills in the gap, and what your brain imagines is almost always more interesting than what the camera could have shown. A camera that moves feels alive. Handheld footage makes you anxious, and it's not because it's shaky, it's because it signals instability. A camera that holds still feels deliberate. It screams, look at this, stay at this. The most emotionally heavy scenes are shot in a still frame. And here's the thing about stillness, when everything stops, your attention has nowhere else to go. And directors know that. They'll use movement to build tension, and then they'll lock the camera off, hold the frame, and make you sit in the moment. And that stillness is doing more work than any cut can do. And this one works below the surface. You see, what blue light conveys is isolation, it conveys distance, and it conveys that 3 a.m. feeling with your own thoughts, and everything feels slightly out of reach. Warm light is safety, it's comfort. It's that feeling of being somewhere familiar with someone you love. Directors subtly shift the color temperature to tell you where the character is at emotionally. Think about how cold the Joker movie looks, and how warm flashbacks feel in every coming-of-age films you've seen. And finally, here's what I want you to take away from this. Every frame in a film is an argument. A director is simply conveying his thoughts into that film and saying, here's how I want you to think. Most people just simply watch films passively. They receive the feeling without ever asking where it came from. But once you start asking yourself, wait, how did this shot feel so lonely? You start to see the language. And by then, you can't unsee it, which is both a gift and a curse, honestly. And so to conclude, I've got a whole series of shorts that break these concepts down individually with demos, comparisons, etc. If any of this clicked for you, go find those. It will make a lot more sense now that you have the framework. And genuinely, tonight when you watch a movie, keep these tools in the back of your mind. Ask yourself, where is the camera? What is lit and what isn't? And is there empty space and why? And you'll be surprised on how quickly you start hearing what the directors say. And if this helped, drop a like. It really means a lot. And with that, I'll see you on the next one.